Hello and welcome to the Fall into a Spooky Book Tour. Of course, I'm your host, Portia Bright, and we have a very impactful show scheduled for you today. Now, the Fall into a Spooky Book Tour has been about inspiriting brighter futures for tomorrow by artists, illustrators, and so many others who are all in literary arts. I'm excited about our guest tonight because she is doing phenomenal things, not just in literary arts, but also in the community as well as business. I'm super excited to introduce to you tonight Shayla Faustin. She's a business owner, community advocate, and doing some phenomenal things. So I'm excited to have her on tonight. Without further ado, I want to introduce to you Shayla Faustin. Hi, how are you doing tonight?
I'm great. How are you, Portia?
Well, it looks like you are Wonder Woman.
Yes.
I love it. Now tell us what made you choose that costume.
She's my favorite cartoon character. So
Awesome.
yes, I definitely love what she stands for.
Totally. Now, speaking of favorite cartoon character, you actually have your own.
I do.
Different is cool. Tell us about that. Tell us a little bit more about yourself, because I feel like there's so many different components to you. Like you're like a real Wonder Woman in real life.
Thank you. Yes, so I actually not only write children's fiction books, I also write romance novels as well. So I have that going. I'm also working on the second part to Different is Cool. So I'm excited about that. Yes, the second part. And what inspired me to actually write that book was my son who struggles with his own learning disability. So I wanted to kind of shine the light on those kids who do have a learning disability and just to kind of bring awareness to it, and to also let, other people know that, other children that are struggling with learning disabilities know that they're not alone. And, they can read this book and just, hopefully it gives them some hope and encourages them to, just, stand strong and, be patient with yourself. Be patient with yourself, and just to know that you're not the only one out there that's struggling with, whatever you're struggling with.
Right. Now, it takes courage to be able to tell your story and talk about your disability. And you said you wrote it about your son. How did your son feel about you talking about it on a large scale like this?
Absolutely. He was definitely surprised because I didn't bring the book to him until after it was completed. So he was really surprised. And so he's like, "Mom, you wrote a book about me?" I'm like, "Yeah." So he was surprised. He cried. He did actually cry after he read the book, but he was so happy that, I did that. I was able to, share a similar story to his with other kids, and so to put something out there that can actually be of help to them, and just to let them know that they're not alone. So yeah, he was excited.
Oh yeah, I mean, I've looked, I had this opportunity sending these two beautiful books, and there's actually going to be a viewer who wins these books, and I'm so excited about this. It's a wonderful story. Tell me, I know you're in a lot of parent groups who, are dealing with children with disabilities. For our viewers out there, what advice would you give them?
As a parent, be supportive, and it's patient. Patience is definitely needed. I know it can be difficult. I know it can be overwhelming at times, but they need you. They need you. They need your support. They need that patience. So just exercise patience, and just make sure that you're continuing to, whatever they're battling with, just make sure you're doing what you need to do to help the situation, to help them. So that would be my advice, is just to be patient and be supportive, and just make sure you're getting them that help that they need.
Awesome. Now, would you be willing to share a few words in the book? Do you have the book next to you, or?
I don't have my book next to me.
Okay.
I don't have my book next to me, but I do have a book next to me.
Ooh, I love it. So she did bring a spooky story for tonight, but I want to, before we get into that, I want to, folks to know more about you. I read that you did write a romance novel, In the Heart of Deception. Now you have children's book and then you have romance novels. How do you juggle both?
You know, good question. It just comes natural to me. And then I've always been into romance novels. You know, growing up as a young adult, I had my nose in one every chance that I got.
Right.
And so it has always been a dream of mine to write my own. And so I just one day, you know, I took out that pen and I just started, you know, writing. This was closer to when the pandemic first started, and I had abundance of time on my hands. So
everybody did.
Yes, I was in my creative space, and so I just started writing. And In the Heart of Deception, it's here.
Yes. Okay, so In the Heart of Deception, when I think about this, of course, because I don't have the book in front of me, but when I think about this, I think about relationships. I think about someone going through something and there being deception involved.
Exactly.
Give us a little bit more. Drag us in there, because I want our viewers to go out and check out your book.
Definitely. So In the Heart of Deception is it's a spicy romance novel. It definitely it's realistic. So there are some realistic things that are happening in the novel. I'm not going to give it away.
No.
You guys are gonna have to go and check it out. But it definitely is. It's real. It's a lot of things that, you know, happen in relationships. There are things that are happening in relationships that, you know, we talk about in there. So.
I love it. We will have to bring you back to talk about this book, because I mean it piqued my interest so much. So I'm definitely going to have to get back into that. Absolutely. Now you have this spooky story. Tell us the name of the story that you're going to read tonight.
Yes, the name of the story that I'm going to read is The Little Blue Truck Halloween.
Ooh, I never heard of that one before. That's good.
Yes. So I will dive right in.
Yeah.
Okay. So we are reading Little Blue Truck's Halloween. And this is by Alice Schwetzler. Little Blue Truck and his good friend Toad are going to a party just down the road. Beep, 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 says Little Blue. It's Halloween. You come too. Who's that in a tutu striking a pose up on the tiniest tip of her toes? Under the mask, what do you see? Quack, says the duck. It's me.
That's so cool how that book does that.
Yes. Who's this clown with the big red nose and a cape that jingles wherever he goes? Under the mask, who do you see? Oh. That, says the sheep. It's me.
Love it.
Who's this queen with the golden crown and the sparkling jewels in a velvet gown? Under the mask, who do you see? Moo, says the cow. It's me. What scraggly hair with funny teeth? Who is hiding underneath? Under the mask, who do you see? Oink, says the pig. It's me.
Nice.
There's a fancy feather on the pirate hat who's dressed up in a hat like that. Under the mask, who do you see? Cluck, says the hen. It's me. Wow. A dragon head and a dragon wing. Who's that wearing those dragon things? Under the mask, who do you see? Nay, says the horse. It's me. Croak, says Toad. There's just one more. Has anyone seen this ghost before?
Nice.
Off comes the sheep. It's you know who. Little Blue Truck says, beep, beep, boo. The end.
Awesome. Little Blue Truck is Halloween. I love it. Yeah. Now, you're a great reader. Have you had an opportunity to go to your son's school yet?
I have not, but I actually will be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will be. I've been invited to a school out in spring for next spring. So
Yeah,
it's in
totally.
Spring, Texas, and I'll be out there next spring to read different in school to the
Right.
second grade level kids. So I'm excited about that.
Not because that was actually going to be another question that I asked you. What age group are your books best made for?
2-year-olds. So starting from 2 to 6 years old.
Okay. And where can folks find your books? How can they get autographed copies or check you out?
Absolutely. So my books can be purchased on Amazon.com. They can also be purchased on Barnes and Nobles. If
Mhm.
you are wanting an autographed signed copy, you can visit my website at www.shaylafaustin.com and I will get that copy to you.
Awesome. That is phenomenal. Now, Shayla, like you've explained that you've written 2 books over time. Now we get people that watch the show who, see authors and feel like, it happens overnight, but in all actuality, there's a lot of work that goes into it. What helps you get into your writing space?
Music. Music is what helps me get into my writing space. Music plays a big part in my creativity. So I love listening to jazz, R&B. All of that gets me into my creative space.
Right. What would you say has been the shortest period of time that you've written your story?
Actually, different is cool, actually, because I wrote that, I want to say, within a matter of 2 weeks.
What?
Yes.
Wow, it takes a lot of skill to be able to do that, and you are definitely gifted. I'm definitely looking for phenomenal things to take place. I know it will because you're a Wonder Woman. I mean, you're doing it in the book. I mean, seriously though, I mean, I meet some phenomenal women on these book tours and just talking about all the great things that they're doing. I mean, it just inspires me to want to continue on and everything like that too, and learn about more people doing the same thing that we're doing. I'm looking forward to hanging out with you more on social media. Of course, I'm encouraging everybody to go check her out, follow her on social media. That's at Shayla, the author. That's
Yes.
at Shayla the author. Check her out, pick up those books. I'm definitely looking forward to talking to romance. I mean, I
Yes.
don't get a chance to talk about romance novels that often, so we're definitely going to have to talk about that for sure.
Absolutely.
Are you planning on writing any more romance novels?
Yes, I am.
Nice.
Yes, I will actually have another novel coming out soon. So
Oh, wow.
yes.
I mean, you just have so much going on. I'm literally struggling to get my next book out, and you're definitely motivation for sure.
Thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
so much for being here with us tonight.
Thank you for
Um,
having me.
of course, you're always a friend of the Bright Books Club, so just hit me up. Say, hey, Portia, I got something coming out. We need to talk about it.
Definitely.
Hit me up, and we'll go from there. Thank you again. Thank you, and be blessed and safe out there.
You as well. Thank you guys so much. Bye.
Awesome. There you have it, great people. See, that's what I'm saying. We get to talk to phenomenal people who are doing phenomenal things, and the great thing about this all is that the fact that their work is not in vain. Like once you become an author, you're ingrained in history like forever. And so I am meeting some phenomenal people, and I'll continue to bring you great stories, just like the one we just heard from Shayla. I'm excited, looking forward to our next book tour. Unfortunately, we are closing out of the Fall Into a Spooky Book Tour. So stay tuned for more news and updates by heading over and follow us on social media at Bright Books Club. That's Bright Books Club on all social media outlets, because you need to stay updated on all news and information that you should know about. So check us out. I'll talk to you real soon, great people. Stay blessed and make sure you get out and vote if you are actually in a voting town, state, or city. Get out and vote November the 2nd, this coming Tuesday. Peace.